hunting now, boys. Following the blood trail. Hey, it's Florida Aquaman, and I'm out here in Hudson, Florida, and we're getting ready to go out at night. Check this out. I got lights all around the boat. And you guys aren't going to believe what I'm going to catch with all these, so here we go. All right, guys, so we got a slicker tonight. There is no wind out at all, which is very rare for February, so I had to get out. I couldn't resist, so we're going to do a little bit of gigging. I got the gigs, I got the bows, I got the nets, and we're going to see what we can find. We got a falling tide out here, so I have to be very careful because I'm going to head into some of the back creeks, and I don't want to get stuck, so I got to go back in there and I got to get out in time. If not, I'm going to spend the night in there. So that's the plan. We got maybe like an hour or two before the tide drops real good. So these are my lights, and I got them controlled from my phone, and I can change them all different colors. Look at this, red, blue, green, and I got them running off of lithium. So let's see if I can find it. There we go, connect. And this shows you how much juice I'm using on the battery. It says I'm drawing 27 amps, 1,078 watts of LED. So it's a lot of light. And look at that, there's a redfish sitting right there. So we're gonna see if we can get him. You see the redfish?
I think I see it, yeah.
Yeah, he's
looks
sitting right
long.
in front of the boat. We gotta hurry up. So we're in the back creeks here, and what's happening is the tide is dropping. Unfortunately tonight, it's not an incoming tide. Can't control that. So I have to be very, very careful, because if I don't get out of this creek in time, I will spend the night in this creek. So we gotta go get some fish and get out of here. So we're on a little bit of time crunch. I fished almost all of Florida, besides a few parts of it, and this is the hardest part of Florida to navigate, I will say, because it's rocky. The tides fluctuate a lot. I've been to the Keys. If you guys watch my old videos, I've been up in Sebastian. I've been all over the place, and this is the hardest place to navigate out of Hudson. I've been in Crystal River. I don't think it's as bad. I think Hudson is the worst, in my opinion. So we're gonna go get the fish, but it's good that it's hard to navigate because it keeps people out of here. So all right. It's a stud. There's two of them, see?
Mm-hmm.
I'm wrong on them.
Oh! Yeah. You only had one prong?
Where did you heard that?
Yeah.
He's right here. He's damaged. Yeah! He was injured. We almost lost this one. Oh shoot, he's almost coming off. Oh!
Ah!
Hang on, he's damaged still. Hang on. This one don't want to get caught. He ain't going nowhere now. Look at him right here.
Yeah, I see him.
We're hunting now, boys. Following the blood trail. Man, this one didn't want to get caught. Hit the head. There we go.
Aww.
Man, he almost ripped off. Man, this one's fighting. Check out the size of this sheepshead
Put
right
your
here.
light on.
Woo.
And he's like fighting still.
Yeah, he ripped off the gig twice. That is a stud. Here, we're gonna put that light down. Check that out, man. That is a stud right there.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Wait, one
That is a stud, man. That's why he ripped off. That is a stud. That fish is over 20
Wait, look at me.
inches. Look at that. That's a stud. So guys, I've gigged, I'm not even exaggerating, thousands of sheepshead. This is a good sheepshead. Okay?
How big do you think it is?
I'll tell you by the inches. I've never gigged one over 9 pounds. I'm convinced. I've heard of people gigging them over 9 pounds. I'll do this signal right here. I've never seen them. Like this fish is over 20. Oh, he's right at 20. Yeah, he's right at 20. So I'm gonna guess that fish right there. That's 6 pounds.
6 pounds?
Yeah, yeah. When they start getting the beak on them like that, see how he's got that beak on him like that?
Mm-hmm.
That's how you know. I mean, yeah, he's right at 20. Check it out. Look.
Almost at 20. He's at. Oh.
No, he's right at 20. Look. Come on, I'm a fisherman or a catcherman. See? We'll call it 20. He's close enough, huh? Man, that's a stud, man. Look at that. Look at him in the cooler.
And he's still not dead?
That's a good sheep, man. That's all I'm gonna say. There's 2 of them down. That one looks bigger. See the one over there?
You guys are...
See, what you gotta do is you gotta be real quiet. See? And then you take the net and you sneak up on him like that. There you go. See how he's in the net now? He don't like that. He's in there. See?
Mm-hmm.
Now you can't pull up yet.
How do you know when to pull up?
What? I mean, he in there. See how he's in there? Can you guys see how he's in that net? See his tail flapping
I see his
around?
tail. Yeah, I see his tail.
Now you can't pull up yet.
What do you
So
have
what
to
you
wait
gotta
for?
do, I'll tell you. See, once he goes past that loop like that, then you pull.
Yeah.
See that right there? We're gonna measure him. I don't think he's good though. You see, nice little redfish there. We're gonna measure him. Come over here. So you can see, he's actually a keeper. See,
What's the minimum?
redfish got to be 18 to 27. You can see he's over. So I mean, he's not a stud. We'll throw him in there. There you go. He ain't a stud. I mean, I just want to show you guys. Look at the sheepshead compared to him. But that's a keeper red right there. Closer. There you go. Now scoop him in the boat. Hold up. Don't lift it. Now scoop him like this. Scoop, 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 scoop. There you go. Here, hold him up. Hold him up.
Well,
Hold on.
aren't you supposed to do it in the head?
Yeah. Look, you hit him like 3 or 4 times. Is that your first sheepshead you gigged?
Yes.
There you go. I mean, at least you got him.
He's not very big.
No help. Here, put it. Well, the one I got was very, very big. That's actually not bad size. I mean, he ain't gonna be fun to fillet. I'll tell you that much. He's definitely not gonna be fun to fillet. Right through the fillets. But you got him.
Yeah.
Check it out.
25 times.
Look how much bigger my sheepshead is, though. What do you think?
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's still a good fish right there. I mean, he's not a monster, but here, just because you come out here and you got gigs, people think, you just come out with gigs and you put lights on the boat and you come out here and you just decimate the fish. That's not what happens. You got to come out here. You got to catch the tide right. You got to know where you're doing. You got to be good with a gig so when you stick the fish, they don't pull off. Just because you stick a fish with a gig doesn't mean he's going to be on there. Because they move and they, you know, they're alive. So you got to hit them right and know how to scoop them and put them in the boat. So there is a lot of technique to it. Sometimes, like, if you get a gig and you gig that fish and you only get one prong in them. You remember, like I said, when I first gigged that fish, I said, dang it, I only got one prong in them. Because I know one prong is not enough for a fish that big. A lot of times they'll rip off. So there is a little bit of technique to it. There's a little bit of play. You got to kind of play with it and do it. The more you do it, it's like anything, you get better with it and you improve. So, and it's the same thing with the netting the redfish. It's challenging, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little harder than gigging. There is a lot of technique to it. So don't think you're just gonna come out here and, you know, kill all the redfish out here. That's not the case. They got to be sitting in just the right spot at just the right angle, and you got to have them sitting still. So there's a little bit of finesse to it. Look, I got the eyeball on here still.
Is that what it is?
Oh yeah, that's the eyeball.
Ew.
Literally, that is the sheepshead eyeball right there.
That's
Check
yours.
It out. What?
That's from yours.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Nah, that'd be pretty good if I ate it. We just put it on the deck. We'll save it as a souvenir. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do this. Look, you can get the gig right next to the fish. That fish ain't bad right there. See?
Yeah.
Get it right next to their head, just like that, because you want a head shot. See how I got it? Kind of see the ripples from the tide. Get it right next to his head, and then just like that. See what I did right there?
Mm-hmm.
I barely got him though. You got to be careful though when you really go for headshots sometimes. Sometimes they'll rip off, but you can see. You guys check that out. That way you see how I didn't waste any meat, all in the head. So I got all that meat, so that way you don't waste it. If you start shooting, there's a nice one there. If you start shooting them in the body, you're gonna waste a lot of the
Is he a
meat.
good size?
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, he's keeper. So sheepshead got to be 12 inches to keep. See how they hide like that, guys?
Oh, you're right.
See, he ain't dead. I told you he ain't dead. Look at that sheepshead. Oh my, look at them all in the creek down there. We're going to get this one real quick.
Oh yeah, I see them over there.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Look at them all. There's about 4 or 5 in there. Look at them all.
They look big too.
Yeah, those are good size. So like I want to get a headshot on them. So you guys see how he's kind of sitting under there? Yeah, look at that mess of them. Can you guys see that mess of sheepshead down there? So I'm going to try to angle it so I get him in the head. See how I'm angling it like this? See that? Okay, so I got him. I don't know how good I got him. But what you want to do, if you don't have a good shot, I'm going to show you a pro tip. Look, see how I'm mushing him in the mud like that? If you keep the mud between you and the fish, he can't come off. So I don't have a good shot. So what you do, here, watch this. I'm going to take it really quick, okay? I'm going to take him and I'm going to scoop him like a shovel. A lot of times they'll pop right off like that. So that's your pro tip. That's your pro tip. If you guys go out here and you're gigging, don't take that gig and just pull it straight up, okay? Take it, pin them on the bottom, and kind of scoop them like that. And trust me, I've gigged thousands and thousands of sheepshead. I did a lot of commercial gigging for sheepshead. I don't really like to do it too much anymore because I like to, you know, keep them around. So I try not to tear them up too much, but you definitely want to pin them. When you get them, pin them on the ground if you don't have a clean shot and just kind of scoop them in. So we're going to get some more because there was a couple big ones in there.
That's the biggest one.
Now normally,
There's also another one that's pretty big.
I don't want to spook them all though. Once they come down here, they're going to spook them. Like that. Don't worry, they're not going far. Here, hold that for a second. Man, we spooked them all. Hang on. Okay, they probably didn't go far. That's crazy, huh? There's one there. That's a big one. Look, you got a mark on him. Get ready. I reached for that one.
Yeah, he turned. Yeah.
I don't got a good shot on him. He's in the boat now. That's all that counts. waste no meat. See that? As long as you get a headshot. Not a bad sheepshead, yeah? So when they're sitting on the rocks like that, you can take that gig and you can take your time and you're going to have a lot cleaner shot. You can get a headshot. When they're out on the flats and they're not on rocks, you're going to have to be a lot quicker. Because on the rocks, they feel a lot safer. So they'll kind of just sit by that rock and they will sit there. And you can, I'm not even joking, you can take the gig you guys seen and put it right next to them. So it's a lot easier shot when they're on the rocks than say they're out sitting on a flat or in open water. You're going to have a lot more time. So might as well grab that mullet. I'll grab that mullet just because I want two of them. Okay. You can see we got these nice sheepshead here. These are the two biggest of the night. I kind of wanted to show you guys the size of these. These are some studs. This is really nice for this time of year. And it's kind of late in the season too to get them. So we're going to head back to the house. Like I said, we're going to get all these fish cleaned up. Got these studs. Yeah. I hope we get out of here. We almost didn't make it. Woo! We almost didn't make it. So guys, I made it out of there. It was crazy. So here's the interesting thing. I launched in the creek, and if I would have idled out of there, I would have never got out of there because the tide dropped. You can see, like, look over here. See how you can see the rocks out of Hudson? You can see the tide dropped a lot. There's actually some mullet up there. But if I would have waited any longer, I would have not got out of there. My skeg was actually dragging as I was coming out of the creek. So we're gonna head back to the house, and we're gonna get all these fish cleaned up a special way. So stay tuned. Here we go. All right, guys, we're back at the house. Check out the size of this sheepshead. Look, I just want to show you for comparison. Look at my hands compared to that sheepshead. That is a stud sheepshead. So we're gonna get them all filleted up, get them all cleaned up and cooked up. So I'll show you guys how to do this. Best way is when you go and take your knife, make sure you tilt it so you're not chopping through scales. A lot of people have a tendency, they take the knife and they go like this. Then you're dulling your knife. So go ahead, take it, just like that. Just like that, run down. Make a cut, and then you're gonna turn it like this, take the tip of your knife, and then you're gonna run down the spine, just like this. You guys see what I'm doing here? So you want to run all the way down, just like that. Okay, and then what I'm doing here is, if you guys look, I'm kind of just peeling that meat away. And you can see when I hit them, we actually got a headshot, so I didn't waste any meat in this fillet. So we're going to have a beautiful, beautiful sheepshead fillet. So just like that, see? See what I'm doing there? And sheepshead is probably one of the hardest fish to fillet, in my opinion. If you guys know anything that's harder to fillet, let me know. So they got a rib cage here. You're going to take that. See how I just cut through that rib cage just like that? Just like that, okay? And then take your knife, and you want to be careful here because there's a lot of meat. Okay? See how I cut through that? So what you want to do, see right here, I'm taking my time. You see right there? You don't want to just take your knife and run it because you're going to waste a lot of meat. And this one's actually got eggs. You can see that right there is actually the roe sack, just like mullet. So that means he hasn't spawned yet. He hasn't spawned out, so this is definitely a female. So just like that, take it. Now you guys see, what I like to do is I like to take it like this, okay? And leave the fillet on, and I take my knife and I hold onto the fish so I have a handle like that. See what I'm doing there? Just like that. Okay. I'm gonna take him, put him over here for a second on the concrete, and I'm gonna show you guys. Sheepshead have little pin bones right here. A lot of people don't know about. You think you just fillet them. So what I like to do is just take those pin bones and just pull them out just like that. See? And they run pretty far. So that's your pin bones that we pulled out. And here, we're gonna rinse it, but that's a beautiful fillet right there. Check that out. So that's one fillet. It's like you can see the size of that fish. You don't get a lot of fillet yield on them, but I will say this, they are delicious, so it's definitely worth it. So I'm gonna get this all cleaned up and we're gonna take this fish in the kitchen, okay? So let's go. All right, guys, so we're back in the kitchen. Eleanor's in charge this time, okay? So you guys can criticize her cooking, not mine. Okay? So you better not mess up.
I don't want to be criticized.
Okay. So we got our nice sheepshead all filleted up. We got a little bit of garlic. So what are we doing? What are we making? A little bit of pasta?
Yeah, it's a Sicilian recipe.
Okay.
It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And we're gonna cook the fish whole first, like sear it with olive oil. So I'm gonna turn on pan up, wait for it to heat up.
Okay.
And then put some olive oil. You want to make sure if you sear something, right, the fish, you want to make sure you take out any excess water.
Okay.
And
that's why you're patting it dry like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Those are some nice fillets, huh?
They are.
Where'd you get that? Whole Foods?
Mm-hmm.
We went to Whole Foods and got it. What is that?
Am I supposed?
We can chop that off. A little bit extra on there.
Yeah.
Adds a little flavor to it. All right, so we'll do a little salt, a little bit of pepper.
Yeah.
So why don't you do it when it's in the pan?
Because you prep it.
Oh, look at this. Some fancy salt right here. Put this knife over here. Can I put it on the cutting board?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Well, yeah.
and we got a scale too.
Why do you want to put it on the cutting board?
Just because there's moisture in this. So I don't want all the salt to come off. A little bit of that. A little bit of that. Do the other side.
Are you going to cut the garlic too?
No, I'm not cutting garlic. Nope. I only cut fish. That's where I draw the line, okay? If I take a knife to something,
it's not like onion. Onions, I get it, but...
I try not to.
Opaque and golden brown on all sides.
Opaque. Come on, I know. This ain't my first time cooking fish. Come on now. We don't need it. What is that, Pinterest?
Huh?
Pinterest?
It's a...
Oh, come on.
I don't have Pinterest.
Come on. Look at that right there. Sheepshead is one of my favorite fish, you know? Mm-hmm. So if you guys want sheepshead, you can just go to Whole Foods and... No, you can't go to Whole Foods. You got to catch it yourself. Or sometimes your local markets will have it. It is hard to find. We're over in Tampa today, and there are some fish markets. You can probably go pick it up if you guys want to try it. Or you can go out and get it the hard way like we did, so... It's only, if you go out the way we did, it's only $100 a pound. But if you go to the fish market, you know, it's maybe like what? It's maybe like $6 a pound. So I don't know what they charge for sheepshead anymore. When I used to sell it, but it's been a while since I sold it, it runs about $2.50 wholesale. You know, when I'm selling directly to the market, and they usually double it by the time you guys get it. So it's probably like $5 or $6 a pound is my guess. So you guys are wondering, this stove, I picked this stove out, okay? I said, this is the perfect beachy vibe, and I picked it out. No, I didn't.
Not true.
So what's the story with the stove? Tell them. They always ask them. For some reason, they ask about the stove. They don't ask about my fishing. They're like, your stove is so cool.
They do ask about your fishing. But it's just, like I said, I think it's just it's a vintage type of appliance.
Yeah.
It's not your normal local, you know. So people like when it's different, and it's a pretty cool vibe.
Quick. You can kind of see how that fillet shrunk up, and you can see how it's starting to curl there. That one's definitely done, and it's probably going to cook a little bit in the pasta, so I don't want to overcook it, so we're going to pull it out now. But you can see that one's done. Magically a plate just appeared. Look at that. It's magic, man. Pretty cool, huh? Alright. So There we go. This is all. I know it's going to be in pasta, but that's about the extent of it.
But you know how when I cook the chicken for you, like with some and I make it into a white sauce, and it's very simple, but it's the same idea. It's like with the, I don't know if you want to call it the fat of the chicken or whatever, but it's the same thing with fish. Like it gives flavor.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You know? Does that make sense? I don't know if it's fat the right word. It's maybe something else, but.
Well, sheepshead doesn't really have that much fat in it.
Maybe not fat, but it gives, you know.
So sheepshead is like a lean fish, whereas mullet is more oily.
Like mackerel?
Yeah, mackerel is very oily, kingfish, stuff like that.
Yeah.
At least Florida fish, you know. Do your stretching.
You know, I was thinking the other day, I need to
Wait, sit.
teach him some new tricks.
Give me your paw. Give me your paw. Give me your other paw. Yeah, that looks good.
It smells good. For people that like garlic.
Yeah, I wish you guys could smell this. It smells delicious.
Imagine if I had a sous chef every time I cooked. How nice that would be.
I know. Fortunately, that's not the reality of the world, so, you know.
I would be such a lucky girl.
You would. You would be such a lucky girl. We just gotta do a little taste of it. Oh man, that's good. You want to try a piece?
Yeah.
It's really good. Here, come here. Want to try a piece? Is it good?
Yeah, it's really good.
It's really, really good. Yeah, huh? Yeah. 10 out of 10 recommend.
Yeah, you could eat it like that, really.
Yeah. It's really, really good.
You don't need to be that fancy.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat another piece. I can't resist. I'm hungry. It's about lunchtime too.
The number one rule.
Number one rule.
Yeah.
I know what I like to do with it.
What's the number one rule? Number one rule.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
You never break it. It's like a crime.
It's a crime to break it?
To break
Oh, I've done
spaghetti.
that before.
Of course.
I've committed a felony.
Like literally, like Italian people will be really upset with you.
Oh, they will?
Yeah. It's like a crime.
I've upset my ancestors.
Yeah, you have. Alright, we're gonna add also capers.
I love capers.
Is that how you say in English? Capers, right?
I don't cook with those. Got me.
I know, you don't cook.
Yeah.
The recipe doesn't call for sun-dried tomatoes, but I think it would be a good...
Let's do it. We'll make it
And
good.
then we're gonna add black olives.
Black olives?
At the end, but that's all that is at the end.
Okay.
Because it doesn't really need cooking or anything.
Okay.
And then we'll add some pecan. We'll see
Okay.
how that...
Okay.
You know, because
What are we doing with the sheepshead?
We add all that at the end.
Okay.
See?
Good job.
There's a reason why I...
You stock
really-
up?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love to have a bunch of things and still try to figure out, you know, something.
So what do you... That's unique. Walnuts?
Well, normally it's pecan.
Okay.
I don't have pecan.
Okay.
So, we do is the next best thing.
Okay.
Also, when you make a sauce, right, for pasta, you always want to use some of the water pasta to bring it in.
Yeah.
Like it's a great binder.
Okay. You want me to drain it, or you want to drain it?
You're draining.
I feel like it's my manly duty to drain the pasta. Is this thing hot?
Remember last time at your house, it was so heavy,
You want to put it back in here?
no. Just
No, just leave it.
this and put it on top. Oh,
It's hot. What happened?
I needed some water pasta.
Oh shoot! Here, do this.
No, that's not enough.
Hurry up! Use it quick.
That's not enough.
Hold up.
It's my fault.
Go ahead. Get it. Is that enough?
No, it's
Here,
not.
come on. Get some more. Get some more. Here. Come on, guys. We're messing up.
I literally just said that 5 minutes ago and I forgot.
Okay, so why do you do that instead of putting it on top?
Well, it doesn't work when you have a lot of people, like, and a lot of pasta, because then the pasta is going to get all the... Alright, give me some sheep's head.
No. That's it?
No.
Oh man, I thought the rest of this was for me.
No.
Are we gonna put cheese on it too? I feel like we're gonna. No cheese?
I mean, I can put cheese.
I feel like we should put a little bit.
But normally, no. There's
you
certain
gotta
things
put
you put
cheese.
cheese, but
You gotta
normally
put
for this
cheese.
kind of recipe, you don't. But
Okay.
you used to never put cheese on anything.
I do now.
I know you do. That's funny.
Add on there. A little bit.
My legs.
You worked out your legs yesterday? Are you sore?
It was leg day yesterday.
Yeah.
And same thing, my coach is not very,
Yeah. He's hard on you, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very hard on.
Very hard? Okay. Okay.
All right.
So let's see what we got here. Let's see if she did a good job. Okay. Ooh, that chair. Okay. I feel like this is all going to go on my beard.
Yeah.
I'll try my best though, guys. The hazards of having a
So
beard.
normally with spaghetti, you do it.
Oh, I'm messing up. See? She tells me how to eat. Okay. Is that correct? Is that correct? Okay,
That way it doesn't go everywhere, yeah.
That way I don't get it all on my beard.
Yeah.
Okay. Mmm.
Is it good?
God, it's phenomenal. You did a good job. This is good. I would have never thought with the sheepshead and the pasta. All right, guys, this is phenomenal. This is probably one of my favorite dishes that she's made. She's definitely going to make it again. So if you guys really like this video, go ahead and like it. If you guys watch this video and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I got a lot of cool stuff coming out, a lot of Florida outdoor stuff that you guys will enjoy. Got a lot of trips coming up in the future, so definitely hit that subscribe button. If you guys could hype this video up, it really helps me. I'm a small creator, so it helps me really grow the channel. Fingers crossed. I've never had 3 videos do well in a row. I've had 2 do extremely well, but usually the third one always flops. So we're going to see if this one does well. Fingers crossed. And like always, this is Florida Aquaman, and I'm out till next time.